Yeah, it's not yet. Reading.
Oh, I'm just gonna put that.
There it is. We're live.
All right, we're live. Okay.
I might just go ahead and feed him.
Okay.
Hey, dude. Go ahead. Go ahead. Upstairs.
Hello?
Hold on.
Okay.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hello. Hello, everyone. We made it. Welcome. Welcome, Tabbie. And welcome, Regina. And Lisa. Welcome. Donna. Great to have you with us.
Yay.
Molly. Hey, Molly. And Tracy. Hi, Shauna. Good to see you. And Regina. And Laura. Hi, Michelle Brown. Hey, Ashley. Welcome everyone. Hi, Stephanie and Angie Wolf over in the group. We're so glad you're here. Welcome. And I just want to say, how's everybody doing? How's everybody navigating Mercury retrograde with Venus retrograde?
It's been an interesting couple days, you know.
Yeah, it usually is. Crystal, Tracy, yeah, yep, and Carol. Hi, Tracy. We can see your messages. Carol and Amber. Shauna. Yep.
Come on over. I have time this weekend.
True, Shauna. That might be true. And I think as we get to know Tabbie a little bit more and you guys are connected with Tabbie, you know, that you guys will enjoy her insights. Hi, Maggie Leal Gonzalez. Hi, Maggie, over in the group. Welcome. We're glad you're here. And I'm so glad everybody's showing up today. And, you know, Mercury is in retrograde. Oh, boy. Which mostly means that communication can sometimes be a little upside down and backwards. And there's probably some things we need to review or edit. And Venus is also in retrograde. And so if you're feeling like you're having a hard time doing things for yourself, go gentle on yourself right now between now and April. Like, just go easy.
When does it all end, Hollis?
It all really ends like, well, that's
like
I don't want
mid-April, isn't it?
I don't want to say that it ends because
Yeah.
This is a very intense year. No human has ever lived through the astrological things that will be happening this year. So we don't really know what's going to happen as astrologers. We try to look back in history and we can take from, the last time Neptune was in Aries, this happened, or but we've never had it. This many planets change signs in 1 year. They're all big planets. So that's like Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, and then Pluto already did it. So yeah, so we're all having a very intense life. And if you are like, what the hell is happening to our country, please tap into the astrology reading on Monday nights, you guys. A lot of these people do. So they know. That's why I'm like, is it Mercury retrograde? Shauna is pretty sure this is her year. Double Leo there. Good luck with that, Shauna. I'm pretty sure it'll go well. I'm pretty sure you'll get there. You'll just have to believe in yourself. And remember, with astrology, there's always two ways to express any placement. There's usually a shadow or the light. And so you can express it in the shadow. And that's, sometimes when we're in trauma, usually people in trauma will express it through the shadow, right? And then once you like heal and start stepping over into the light, then you'll start expressing those things in the light. Now, trauma will also sometimes block things. So you'll have a perfectly great placement and the placement will just never be expressed. And you're like, why am I not doing that? And it will be because of trauma.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, almost always. It's like you don't believe in yourself or something like that. Yeah. Tracy said, I know this is spirit led. I don't know about that, Tabbie. What are we going to do this time?
So I try spirit led, but because I do most of my readings one-on-one, I do struggle in big groups doing spirit led readings. So I do prefer, and I'm working on it, but I do prefer to have a name and a name of somebody, and then where I feel spirit led is who I try to connect in with. So
Okay. So then we try to
I
choose
prefer that.
somebody. And
Yeah.
you can see all of the people watching in the page, but you can't see in the people in the group unless you
Okay.
open it up in a separate window. Then
Oh,
you
okay.
but you have to go to the group and you can see that Bright Hawk is live right now. And so people are posting. Lynette Grimmel said hello, and Beth said hi. Beth said, "Is this why I'm so freaking out of sorts?" Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is why.
Yeah, and I don't have the
Well,
group open, Hollis, so I might try and pull it
okay,
up on
I'll
my
bring it
phone,
over.
but yeah,
Yeah, but
if you can
if
bring it
you
over,
want,
that would be great too.
I'll just copy and paste the messages over. Yeah.
Perfect.
So hi, Maggie. So lots of people are putting up their names now. So the best thing to do for Tabbie is to put up, me, guys. I'm like, everybody should do it whatever way works for them. Right? Okay. And so I'm not about making anyone do anything any particular way. And I think Mama Cole, not everybody does spirit led. Mama Cole doesn't always do spirit led. So
I ask for the name of your person, the person you want to hear from. Because the way that I do my readings, you guys, and everybody has their way. So, and the way that I was trained and the way that I do is I ask permission to connect with the energy of the person who's passed over, because then it gives, when you deal in energy work, it gives them permission to say if they want to come through. And so then, because most of the time, like my friends that are mediums, they're like, if the person doesn't want to come through, they just don't show up. But a lot of times family members will be like, hey, I want to talk to, Papa Joe. And, maybe Papa Joe doesn't want to show up tonight. And so the way that I do is I ask permission, I bring the energy in, and then I start bringing in, and I say trying, I bring in the evidence. But a lot of times I get channel messages. And so a lot of times it's like, blah, and I have to back up and then bring in evidence with it because sometimes they get so excited to show up. So I ask that you put their name in, and then I will ask to connect in with them. So.
Okay, so lots of people are putting up names.
I see that now.
Yes,
now I just have to figure out through spirit which one I'm supposed to go to. Okay. And then Hollis, a lot of the friends that are joining us. If there's anybody particular you want me to focus on, just please let me know.
Okay, I mean, I can pick them or you can pick them. Yeah, the thing is that I know almost everybody here.
You're like, okay.
Oh, I mean, not everybody, but I know most.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Do you want me to bring them up?
I don't know if I can. Crystal
I can.
Garhammer, can you do that?
Crystal, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I have the option to bring them forward onto the chat.
No,
So,
it's kind of a pain. Yeah.
Okay, so Crystal, Crystal's hoping to hear from parents Ed or Linda. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment and connect in. So Crystal, right away, I ask permission. Does either Ed or Linda have a message for Crystal? And right away, I got yes. And so, and the yes that I had is coming from Ed. Um, he so right away the first word that he said is my pumpkin. So I'm not sure if he called you pumpkin or if he called somebody in your family pumpkin. But the very first words that I heard in my head is pumpkin, and so I'm just kind of letting Ed's message build and see where the energy is coming from and see what he has to say. So Ed was older when he passed away, but he didn't feel older. He had a very childlike personality. He was kind of the guy that would show up, and he always wanted to have fun, or he always wanted to enjoy himself. And when he was showing up and enjoying himself, he would look around to see who wasn't enjoying themselves, and he would really much he would try to pull them into the conversation or try to pull them into the group. He didn't like people feeling left out, and I just did he as he right before he passed, was he using a cane or a walker to like for his mobility? um he is so he like he was like the life of the party when he was as he was as he was going around um before he passed away. So he's just showing me some of that, and then so I'm asking him to show me, Crystal, something specific to you, and see if, what evidence I can get for that. So you had a really you had a really close relationship with your dad, or at least he thought you had a really close relationship. He's saying that Crystal was my little girl. She she brought me joy, and he's talking about how when you were younger, there's this image that he's showing me of you. Um, like you would run up to him with something. Like the picture that was in my head is you'd run up to him with like your hands out, and you'd hold things out, and you were always like showing him things like. And did you call him Papa? Because he's like showing me this picture of this little girl holding flowers, and like you were really excited to show him like the things that you accomplished or the things that you gathered. And in this one image that he had in his head, because I asked him to show me something specific to you, is that you had ran up to him with some I think flowers in your hand, and you were like you were showing them to him or giving them to him, and you just used to be really excited and happy when you were younger, whenever he was giving you his attention, and you were definitely like it's kind of, the words apple of his eye is it's kind of old timey, but that was kind of the like how he felt about you. You were very much his little girl. And so is any of that, Crystal, is any of that coming through? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like she said I had my eyes closed. It's hard to it's hard to read the comments when you have your eyes closed. And so then very much he's so Crystal, we've connected with Ed, and Ed's here, and I just want to, what message do you have for Crystal? What healing message do you have for Crystal? What does she need to hear, see, or know? So, oh, so Crystal, you've been having a lot of anxiety, a lot of sadness around your parents not being here with you. You feel very much left alone. And your dad wants you to know that he sees that, and he knows how sad you are and how heartbroken you've been, and he's sorry that he left you by yourself. And do you tell people that you're an orphan? Because he's like, you're not an orphan. He says, he's like he's like, we still love you, we're still here for you, we're still your parents, we're still here to take care of you, we're still watching over you, we're still you're still our baby, you're still our baby girl. And just because you're, alone doesn't mean you're an orphan, because you were the light of our life. You were the person that we lived for, literally. Like, he's just showing me like scene after scene of your life together, where like whatever you did, they were your biggest cheerleaders, and they um and you're so Linda popped in. Linda she's like, stop being stop. She wants to lecture you, my dear, and she's like, stop being so sad and stop and stop. You have a decision to make, and she's telling you to stop pussyfooting around it and just make the damn decision and move on. Linda was very stern, where Ed is very open and kind. So, hmm. So Crystal, the biggest message there is that you're not alone, and your parents, they love you, and they surround you, and they look after you, and they just want you to make the very best decisions that you can make. But you've got to make the decision for yourself and stop trying to take everybody else's opinions into consideration, because that's not what's best for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh, you got a question?
At the
Okay.
top of your, they're right at the top of your screen there.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Did he suffer? No, he says
yes,
it was really
yes, he
quick.
does.
He said
And
that like it was a really quick transition. Was it like a heart thing? So, and yes, he's with mom, because your mom was yelling in my ear. So they were together. He came through, and then she started yelling in my ear. She's like, stop pussyfooting around. Oh, massive heart attack. Okay, so yeah, that was he said he didn't, yeah, it was just he was done and no longer in his body, and so he didn't suffer at all. Linda says yes, it's about the house. She says yes. She's like, you need to make the best decision for you, and stop letting everybody influence you. So. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you allowing me to tap into your energy and bring forth this message. Okay, I'm going to scroll up and see who else has written notes. Okay.
So if you take a look at the top of the screen where you are,
very nice. Oh, there we go.
I'm putting the comments up there so you can see them.
Thank you.
You don't have to scroll through.
Oh,
Just make your name
thank you,
nice and big.
Hollis.
Huh? Just do it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, Nancy. All right. Um, okay, Nancy, I'm gonna and I'm assuming Danny Ray is one name. And if it's not one name, please let me know. But I'm feeling it might be two names. Okay. I'm gonna ask to connect to Danny.
I don't think so. I think it's just one name.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So, Nancy, I'm getting that, so I asked what your relationship, I asked Danny what your relationship was, and he says to me, son. So, I'm hoping that's, um, so I'm getting, so I'm getting a lot of pressure in my back right shoulder. And usually when I get a lot of pressure in my back right shoulder, it's telling me that there was a lot of past heartache, past trauma, a lot of like emotional baggage that was part of this relationship, and that not only is it like that there was a lot of pain. It wasn't you guys may not have always saw eye to eye, and then there was a lot of disagreement in the relationship. Um, and a lot of so if I was doing energy work right now and not mediumship, that indicator is always about the ancestral line and a lot of like family trauma. Um, so at the time of Danny's death, was there a lot of turmoil going on? Because that's he's having a rough time. He's trying to figure out why you want to talk. Like that's like he still thinks that you're mad at him or that you were mad at him. And so that's why he's trying to connect. So um
I'm not sure Nancy is still here. Nancy,
okay.
are you here? I've asked twice,
Okay.
and they haven't answered. So
Okay.
now
Then I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Yeah,
yeah,
because
she hasn't answered me twice. Sometimes people like comment early on and then they can't wait 10 minutes.
or they fall off because they had other stuff. And
Right.
Crystal, you're so welcome. I'm so glad that I was able to hear what I heard. So um let's see, Hollis, let's see. How about Lisa McBee? Lisa. It's about 7:14 this tonight, Hollis. Let's see. Lisa, if you're still there, just let us know. Okay. Lisa, if you're still there, I'm going to go ahead and ask.
She's here.
Okay. I'm going to actually ask for Sheree and see if she's going to. Oh. Okay. So Sheree, so Lisa's here and she wants to connect. So Sheree was she was a really good friend of yours. I heard the word girl. It was the very first word that I heard. So you've spent a lot of time together, and one of the things that you guys did the most. Was she your cousin? I know she was definitely your friend, but was she your cousin? Okay. And girl, what does a purple thong have to do with it? I don't know. I'm gonna start turning pink, Hollis. Like, right up. She showed me a purple thong underwear. Was Sheree? Did she enjoy a party? Like, did she was the dancer? Okay, so she was your best friend. Okay. Um, and not necessarily like a professional dancer, but like loved to go out to dance. It was like something that she was passionate about. Does that because I'm getting this. She had a really fun, vibrant personality, and like all the time she was always trying to get you out of your head and into doing things that were fun. And a lot of who called her a troublemaker? Was it your mom? Oh, you guys used to have fun together. She says no, we partied a lot. Okay, yeah. She was very much, you guys. She was definitely all the time trying to get you to come and do the fun things with her. And a lot of times it was like she was really much kind of like, I hate this word, but it's like she was your over the top friend. But she was always a good time, always a good time, and very much enjoyed um just the fun that you guys had. And okay, so she wants me to tell you, she's like, I couldn't have lived my life any better than I did. um you were my best friend. You were my ride or die. And every time I needed you, you always showed up. You were always there for me. You took care of me. Did she have kids? If she's like showing me that you helped her with her kids, or she helped you with, I can't tell if it's your kids or her kids, but you guys helped each other with children. Um, and you just enjoyed life together. And she just wants you to know that she wants to see you enjoying life. And she knows that right now it's not easy. I'm going to pause and see. You had shirts made. You had shirts made that said troublemaker on them? Is that where the is that what was on the shirts? Because I was like, I'm like, somebody had troublemaker. So Mm. So I'm asking her what else does she need to say tonight to make sure she has her voice heard. So that's a big. Did you do you not speak up for yourself? Do you sometimes let other people talk over you, or are you around a lot of people who tend to have very big personalities and not that you're like a wallflower or super shy, but you kind of let other people speak on your behalf sometimes? Because what I'm hearing is you need to use your voice. You need to stand up for yourself and you need to use your voice and stop letting them walk all over you. And she's like very adamant. She said that you guys have had this conversation so many times when she was alive, and she can't believe you're still dealing with this shit while she's dead. And it was a little rough. Okay. I'd watch her grandkids every now and then. Yes, mine says she's trouble. Her says she's crazy. Ah. Oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, I was like troublemaker. Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely telling you to stop letting them walk all over you. Oh, Sheree. She had such a fun life with you. And she's just so very, very thankful that you were her friend. And you just made her life fun because you were always down, always down. Like she'd come up with a crazy idea and you would just go with it. Okay, Sheree. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for embarrassing me with your purple thong. Thank you, my friend. Lisa, thank you. Thank you for bringing Sheree. She was fun. I really very much enjoyed her energy, and I'm sure that she was a beautiful friend to have. Oh, there's a one question. So did she know I was with her when she passed? Yeah. Yeah, she knew you were old. She the very first thing is that, so what I saw is I saw you sitting with her when she passed, and but then in spirit she was sitting with you with her arm around you as you were mourning her death. She was holding you. It's gonna make me cry, friend. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sheree. Thanks, Lisa. That was very beautiful. All right, let's see. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm glad I could bring her in. She was fun. All right, who do we got next? I'm looking. How about Carlene? Richard Myers from 714? Is Carlene still with us? Okay. I'm just waiting to confirm that Carlene's still with us. And while we, okay, if Carlene doesn't show up, we're going to go to Michelle Kearney. And Michelle, I need the name of your loved one. And Maury says, that is so beautiful, Tabbie. I hope my son Paulo will come through too. Hmm. Michelle Kearney. Okay. All right. How about Angie? Angie wants to hear from her daughter, Robin. Angie, are you still with us? Okay. Hi, Angie.
Yes, Angie.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for coming on and talking to me, Hollis, when I have my eyes closed. Okay. And okay, so Angie, I'm getting that Robin has a younger energy. So was she? So I'm just checking in. So she was in her 20s, is what I'm getting. And Angie, did Robin die in a car accident? So it's really hard for you. So what I'm getting is that it was a very sudden death, and that it was she wasn't very old, and it was a very sudden death. And then a lot of I don't know why I'm seeing a duck. So Angie says she was 20. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I asked over 20, under 20, no cancer. Okay. So but was it sudden? Because okay, so why would she show me a car accident? Was she in a car accident at some point in her life? Because so what I got is somebody or something, there was a car accident and it changed life, is kind of what she was saying to me. So I was wondering if it was if that's how she died. But okay, so she passed from cancer, but at some point in her life, was there a car accident that changed things in her life? Okay. And then okay. So mm, the funnest part about this is when you start getting images in your head and you have no idea why you're getting images in your head. And so I'm getting a picture of a duck. Um, I'm like, what's duck's got to do with it? Um, and it's not a rubber duck. It's like a real life duck. So there's a mhm, mhm.
So what she's saying is that the neighbor lost their son 10 days after her in an accident.
Oh, okay. So she's okay. So she's seen the accident, and so the car accident was okay.
And she's saying, and she said his anniversary is tomorrow, and she said that rubber ducks make sense.
Well, I'm glad somebody understood ducks. Okay, so there was so back to the car accident. She's saying that you had it hard enough with her passing, and then the car accident came along and it made life even harder for you, and like it was like you couldn't breathe when she died, and the car accident made you feel like you were underwater, like you couldn't, like not only were you in the midst of your own traumatic grief, but like having to help other people, like you just couldn't, you couldn't, and you've been carrying a lot of guilt, um because the persons that you care about, you couldn't help them, like, and they were really helpful to you, and so she's like, but um she said we're okay. So I don't, I'm assuming that the we is the family member that, or the other person who passed away in the car accident. um and the message that's coming through is that there's this, yeah, she really wants you to kind of sit down, let go, um not carry the grief, or the not, um like it's not the grief, it's the guilt of, not being able to help, or not being able to support that family, because she knows how much you love them, but she also knows that you've been struggling yourself, and she really just wants she wants you to know that she comes to you in your dreams, quite a bit, and she'll sit she'll sit with you when you're crying, and she hopes that you can feel her sitting with you. She doesn't know if you do, because you don't acknowledge her. um so the next time you're sitting in your grief, she wants you to know that she's sitting with you, and you're gonna feel her. So just acknowledge that you feel her, because she's touching, she's always putting her hand on your right shoulder. And she just says, she says, she's, Mama, I can't fix it. She's like, if I could fix it for you, I'd fix it for you, but I can't fix it. And I'm so sorry that I can't be there to support you and take care of you and fix you. She's like, I wish I hadn't left you. And then there's just so much. She misses you as much as you miss her. Hollis, anything else that Angie would like to know?
No, I would have put it at the top of your screen there.
Okay. All right. Angie, thank you. Thank you for letting me connect in with Robin. And she's just saying, she's like, Mama, take care of yourself. Because I get this sense, Angie, that you've been in heavy grief, and she's watching, and she's worried about you. I know you worry about her, but she worries about you just as much. Angie, my mama heart goes out to you. My son's 20, and that's devastating. Just it's devastating to lose a child at any age, but
So do you see what I put up there?
I do feel her and talk to her all the time. She has a tendency to try and scare us. She had a great sense of humor. um, so do you have a cabinet in your kitchen that like opens itself? Because if you do, that's your daughter. Because she showed me the kitchen cabinet. So that's she says it's been incredibly hard. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. I'm so glad I was able to connect in with Robin. And she's a beautiful heart. And she's so worried about you. But there's no need to be afraid of her. She's literally just there to love you. She's not there to scare you. But she does think that you don't pay attention to her. So that's why she's trying to get your attention. Oh, funny. She locks doors on her brother. That's, you got to have some sense of humor, right? All right, Hollis, do you want to pick one more? At least one more? All right, so that says Ashley. And we are going to ask for Dottie or Paulette. Okay. So I'm going to ask Paulette to step forward and see what I get. So, as I'm connecting in with Paulette, when I seen the name Paulette, it reminded me of like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. It was Grease 2, and the lady on Grease 2, her name was Paulette, and she had like the platinum blonde hair. And there's just this scene in that show, and she goes, "I'm not going to break my nails." So that was the first thing that came in when I was thinking about Paulette. So I don't know if that has anything to do with her friend Paulette, but let's see.
Now I just want to check, is Ashley here? Ashley, are you here? Hello, Miss Ashley. You're here. Is Paulette your sister? Oh, she's your aunt. Okay. Okay. Were you guys close? Were you guys close in age? So she's showing me that you guys did a lot of things together. Like you used to go out together. Like I seen you like there. Did you guys go shopping at Walmart together? Did you like that's a very mundane thing to do, but it's we all got to go do we all got to go do the things. So she's
I really am listening. Okay, so she's her aunt, and so was Paulette's stubborn. Okay, so I'm like, so do you want to give a message? And she's like, no, not really. This is kind of malarkey. So did she not believe in mediums? Did she not? She's like, it was so she very much has this kind of I'll do it my own dang way kind of personality type, and and she was kind of stubborn and cantankerous a little bit, and like nobody could force her to do anything that she wanted to do or that she didn't want to do. So it was she would dig her heels in pretty bad, like so much so that she could cause ripples in the family and make people frustrated a lot of the times. And she wasn't apologetic about it at all. She would do it just to piss people off. So and she was very fond of you, though. She, but she wasn't very affectionate. So she really didn't. She really wouldn't say like we're not going to get a heartfelt message from Paulette. She's not going to be like ooshy gushy and give us a like a heartfelt message for you, Ashley. She's, she's kind of stubborn. She's kind of cantankerous. She's kind of, she kind of thinks that I'm bothering her. Okay. Oh, so Ashley says stubborn is a family trait. Okay, very, very good. Like she like, I was like, are you gonna give me a message? And she's like, no. she's with you. But like I said, like she's not gonna come out and be like, have this fabulous poured out, like, heartfelt message. Oh, okay. Well, and that's what I was asking because I didn't, I was like, is it Dottie or Paulette? And Paulette pretty much didn't want to say anything. So maybe Dottie stepped in and she's she's still they were a pair, weren't they? I have I have little old lady fights in my head right now. Like they're do they just bicker at each other a lot whenever they're around each other? So okay, yeah, they said they sure were. Like Paulette's like, I'm not saying nothing, and Donnie's like, you're just being mean. You're doing it on purpose. So, uh, well, okay. Ashley, do you have any questions? Do you have a specific question I can ask and see if I can get one of them to give me an answer? I love that. I absolutely love that comment, though, that stubborn is a family trait. All right. There was. So right away, as soon as I asked, was there a second daughter? The answer was yes. But they didn't. They weren't of this world very long. Is what I got right away. And then there's this. It caused a lot of heart issue, like family pain, because I keep getting a symbol, like a heart symbol, and there's a lot of they didn't talk about it. It was not something that was discussed. Okay. All right. I think that's it, Hollis.
Yeah, I think so.
Paulette's
And,
yelling in my head. I have nothing else to say.
Because apparently it wasn't something they wanted to talk about. And
Not
sometimes
even a
when you
little.
ask certain questions, Ashley, especially if they didn't want it public, there might be a reason it's not public. So sometimes it has to be in a private reading. So just gonna let you know that, let all of you know that. Like, it's just a thing. Sometimes spirits don't, sometimes I think that's why some spirits don't come through. I think they would come through in a private, but they don't come through in a public because
They don't want their business in everybody else's business.
right.
So,
Okay. All right, friends. Well, we did what we could tonight. Like I said, not everyone can get a reading. It's impossible. So it would be impossible for Tabbie to do a reading for every single person that is on here right now. But
Yeah.
you know, we have more lives later this week, and you can always catch Tabbie the next time she's available on a live. So, you know, just watch the events area, my friends. Make sure you connect with us and watch for the lives. I try to announce them every week. I try to announce them at least a couple days before a person goes live, though. And you're welcome, Crystal. I'm glad. And if you did get a reading tonight, and Nelia says, love all the messages. Have a great night. And if you did get a reading tonight, try to write a review in the group. And we appreciate that. That's always really helpful. It's always good to know that the readings landed and were helpful for you. And if you'd like to, you can book a reading with Tabbie right now. Tabbie's new, so she's on the so her prices are a little bit lower for you guys, so you guys can get to know her. Okay. So go ahead and, you know, if you're, you know, some people out there, Venus retrograde, some people are struggling financially, and I know it's true. So now's the time, you know. So just saying, now's the time. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you all the next time we have a live, which is tomorrow. 2 of them tomorrow.
What time are they tomorrow? Do you know? Off the top of
I
your
think
head?
Well, it depends on what time zone you're in, but it's 2
Yeah.
p.m. No, 12 Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time with Nicole, and then
Nice.
7 p.m. is Sarah. And
Very
I don't
good.
think there's a live on Friday, but there is one on Saturday. And we also have an Ostara event, which is a celebration of spring. So if you're looking for a community and a place to fit in, check the events area. There is an event, it's free. Sometimes we do a little bit of readings in the group. We definitely do lots of guided meditation and lots of emotional support. So if you're struggling with grief, that's where you want to go. If you're interested in magical or metaphysical type things, or your connection to the divine, maybe you had a crisis of faith, this would be a great place to go, and restore that. Okay, all right, my friends, and I hope you have a beautiful night. Do you have anything else you want to say, Tabbie?
No, just thank you, everybody, for allowing me to be here and be in the energy and to bring forth the messages from your loved ones. I really do enjoy doing it. And so I really have, I'm just thankful. I'm just very thankful that I have the opportunity to do this. And I would love to book readings. I have availability this weekend for Saturday and Sunday for if people can't book during the week. So, but I'm so thankful that I get to do this, Hollis, and that you guys put together a platform for us to do the work and help with the healing. So that's it.
It's a beautiful healing process, isn't it? All
It
right,
is.
everyone, good night,
Good
and
night.
sleep well. Bye-bye.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate